Let's get this done. Hey, and welcome back to Whiskey Buds. I'm Kurt.
I'm Billy.
And we're continuing Billy's 100 whiskey journey. And Billy saw one just a minute ago that he decided he wanted to try. So we'll just do that one. This one's a recent pickup of mine. I bought it just because, I don't know, I saw it. It sounded interesting. And it's from North Carolina, so I don't have a whiskey from North Carolina until now. You ever heard of Tim Smith?
No?
You ever watched the show Moonshiners?
No.
You ever heard of the show Moonshiners?
No.
All right. All right, well, apparently on the show, Tim Smith is the moonshiner that the show was about. And he created that whiskey. So,
Okay, well,
that's a picture of him there. It's Climax County is why it gets the name Climax.
Tim Smith's century-old whiskey recipe aged with toasted oak, wood, imparting color, and revolutionary flavors, made to be in a class of its own. Okay, so the M's have these little tails on them.
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was a comma in there. I'm like, oh, and the K and the G, like, it's a weird font.
Yep.
All right. So what I like, it said whiskey wood-fired.
Yep.
Appalachian white oak.
Appalachian, yeah.
What does that mean, wood-fired?
I don't know. That's whatever they decided to do. I think it might be an accelerated whiskey because on there it says it's only aged for like 24 hours or something like that.
What? Where? On here?
Yeah.
Aged in oak 24 hours.
Yeah.
What?
So I think it's an accelerated. So
They light oak on fire and put it out with the alcohol.
maybe.
Wait, that wouldn't work, would it?
Actually, it would if you
you
it's
had enough
low
of
enough
it?
proof. Yeah. So
Oh, interesting.
there have been a lot of people who have tried to try accelerating the aging of whiskey. Because you know how we talked the other day with that Solera cask, it was, I don't know, actually 2 months ago now. That 15-year-old that they're going to then mix it with something else. Like how patient you have to be to make a 15-year-old whiskey.
Yeah. Be waiting forever.
Yeah. And so, but you can't, like, how are you supposed to have a 15-year-old whiskey without waiting 15 years? And how are you supposed to get that flavor that comes with the age without waiting? Well, several people in the recent years have tried to accelerate by, say, forcing the whiskey to interact with the wood in a shorter period of time. Mm-hmm. Pressurize. I mean, they've tried various different things. I'm not sure exactly all the different techniques they've tried because many of them won't tell you what they're trying because they don't want you to copy it.
Right.
Based on what I've heard and what I've seen online, it's still not the same because there is like a certain aging aspect of letting the whiskey age. But
So this might be weird.
it might be an interesting, experiment.
Oh, it's got that.
Got that what?
It's got that scent.
It does have a scent, yes.
I'm trying to think. It's a. This is that apricot scent that I have smelled in a few different whiskeys.
Okay.
Originally that peach one. Yeah, well, that's
Oh,
kind of what it smells like. But then there was another one not too long ago. I do not remember which one it was.
You need to take notes.
Oh, man. We need to record this so we can go back and figure
Yeah,
out.
and figure out which one it is. Well, I tell you what, I'll give you the videos and you can go back and figure out which one it is and then I'll link it.
It's got that really strong smell like licorice, but it's not licorice.
No.
You know, like it's a...
I don't know.
What was that one? Like, one smelled about like this, and we're like, oh, it smells horrible. And then we tasted it, and it was like really good.
Which one was that?
I can't remember.
Was that the Glenfiddich XX or whatever, 20? Licorice farts?
Hopefully, new people aren't watching this show. It's just like, what did he just say?
Go back and watch that Glenfiddich episode and you'll
All
understand.
right. So this smells a lot like that other one that I can't think of. That I
Yeah,
can't
it
remember.
does. Like, okay, it's got a funky smell to it. Now that he said that, it's like I was getting this like blank, like I smelling it, but
Yeah.
now, yeah, it's got a funk to it.
I really want to know which one that is. I'm going to have to go look it up. Because I remember being like, this stinks.
Yeah, well, I think both of us were. Or were
Yeah.
you just saying it stunk and I didn't? Because I think we disagreed on how it smelled.
Well, good thing this isn't a memory show.
Yeah, memory challenge.
All right.
All right, yeah.
So all I smell is that like really strong apricot or
Yeah, I think this is
rotten
45%.
peaches.
Yeah, 45%, 90 proof.
It's very sinful though. Ready?
It is, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to have to pause for a minute while we collect our thoughts.
Okay, it actually tastes like it smells a little bit there, which is unfortunate.
There's a bit of a funk to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. That smell going back to it after tasting it is like, oh, geez.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to.
It's like a whiff of something.
It's like, do I want to take another drink or not?
Yeah. There's definitely a funk in the smell. And after you taste it and then you smell it again, the funk comes back even stronger. Is that not correct?
Okay, well, there's kind of a little bit of the fruit flavor coming out subtly, but like it's kind of tainted by your funk. Whatever
what
you
it
said.
is.
I don't know.
Oh, man. Yeah, it kind of smells like you're getting a whiff of something that you don't want to be getting a whiff of. Watch. Take another sip. Come on, it's for the show.
That's what I've been trying to do this whole time. I'm like having to work myself up to taking another drink. That's not a good sign.
It's not wholly unpleasant on the first moment, right? Like the last week.
I don't know.
Last week.
That's pretty bad when you can't handle it.
Last week's whiskey was like so smooth when you first drink it, right? And then that flavor come up. This is kind of a similar thing, but I don't want the flavor coming up. Now take a whiff of it. That's what I was waiting for. That's the same thing I did. Like, you taste it and you're like, whoa, like, yeah.
Well, this bottle's gonna last you a while.
It is. I'm gonna
So
let
you're getting a
lots
lot
of
for your
people
money.
try. You really are.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but this is probably the first real time on the show. No, which one else did I say I wasn't a fan of? I said there was one other one I wasn't a fan
You
of
didn't
after
like
I
that
tried it.
21-year-old.
I said that
But then
before
you-
the show, but
but then
after
you
trying
had-
it on the show, I was like, all right, I messed up. So maybe we'll have to
Yeah.
revisit this one,
I don't.
just in case that was the case here.
God, I wonder if it gets better after a while.
I hope so.
You ever watch one of those movies and it's like so bad and you just like keep watching, like it's got to get good, it's got to get good.
You keep hoping it's going to get good?
Yeah, and then you get the movie's over and like,
It never
it's
got
wasted.
good. Like, what? Why did I even keep watching that?
I feel like this would be the same thing. You like keep sipping it and be like, all right, sooner or later it's just gonna get good.
Yeah, and then the bottle's gone, and you're like, I haven't had a good drink out of that bottle yet.
you're like, I don't feel good.
You know, after you drink enough of it, I bet it goes down pretty easy.
I don't know. I feel like there's some flavors in there that might be all right. It's just
Yeah, but they're overshadowed by something else. Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't think you can rush some things.
If you've had this, tell us what you think of it, and if we're just off, I don't know.
You know, if somebody liked this though, like if somebody was like, "Oh, this is amazing! I love the flavors, the texture, everything," like they got a monopoly on that taste.
They really do. Like this does. I mean, we've had some unique whiskeys over the episodes, but this one is really standing out.
What's that joke with like? Was it Ron White with his wife's cooking?
Oh yeah, and the first meal, like she had to learn that the fire alarm wasn't the timer to let you know it was done, and then he said the first meal she cooked in their new house was so bad that he couldn't eat it, so he gave it to the dog, and the dog started licking his hind end, and she comes in like, "What's he doing that for?" Trying to get the taste out of his mouth. Well, I'm not licking my hind end, but if you want to do it for the show, you go right ahead. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is I don't know.
Man. Yeah, I feel bad when people have a century-old recipe that they put in a bottle and you don't like it, but I'm sorry. This is something that
The aftertaste never.
never gets better.
Yeah.
Like that Long Branch, that had a good aftertaste. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was good. Like,
Yeah, it was a good aftertaste. It just, yeah.
yeah. This thing just, I don't know.
I don't, the wood fire, like, that's what got me interested, right? Wood fired. So I'm like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
there's some smokiness, like, I don't know
You-
if there is
yeah.
in there. I don't have no idea what's in this. It's just like,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they did to it. You're just like,
yeah, like, there's that fruit kind of apricot stuff.
Is it?
That's the only thing I can really pick out. The rest of it's just kind of like, not good.
I don't know. I tell you what, if Billy actually goes back through and finds the episode in which he's talking about and referencing in here, then maybe what we'll do is put that whiskey together with this one on another episode at some point, and then we can try them side by side to see if this improves it all.
It's actually getting worse.
Is it? Oh no. All right. Well,
This is a challenge whiskey.
yeah. See if you can get through a bottle.
No. Give it to other people. You know what you should do is put this in a really fancy bottle
Yeah.
and give it to somebody and see how they react to it.
Yep. So I'm telling you what. Do I have anything that's like super hard to get? I got some Blantons I can swap this out with and send it to you.
Don't be mean to the viewers.
It's like, oh man, I finally got a bottle of Blanton. Oh man, what the hell is this? Oh man. Okay.
All right.
I think,
Sorry, Mr. Tim Smith, but
Yeah. Like maybe the moonshine is better.
at least if you make a bottle in 24 hours, it's easy to iterate.
Yeah. You can really turn that stuff out. Okay. Join us
just
next
being
week
mean.
when hopefully we. That's why I'm keeping quiet. Cheers, everybody.